Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Little Guhle, aka Jackie, and of course Little Guhle. So yes, just like I promised, as you've seen the title, today I'll be giving you a story time of my wedding. But before I get into that, if you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you are a Sabi, thank you so much. Mwah. Kisses to you. So yes, we're gonna get into the video, and I'm actually gonna be doing my makeup, just something light. It's not a makeup tutorial. I will do that later. People have been asking, so I'll do that on a later stage. Today is just a story time of my whole wedding journey. So the lobola, the bridal party, the trad, the white wedding, all of that. I'm just going to be basically giving you my side of the story and how everything unfolded. So yes, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so let me start way back. I'm not gonna give too much away because some things are a bit personal, obviously, and I also want to respect my husband and the family. So yeah, but I'm gonna give as much as I can. There was a time when we were talking about getting married and all of that, and I remember he would say no, it would happen. He's just waiting for a couple of things. And eventually when we got the go ahead, we literally it was like we were on a racetrack and we were just waiting, just before you run, there's that on your marks, get set, go. So we were literally waiting like that, and when the relevant people said go, we literally went and we sprinted. So yeah, we never looked back ever since. So then actually, let me get started. So then that's when my husband now told me that I should get ready and I should let my family know that he wants to come and pay lobola. So he wrote a letter to my family and I had to deliver it. I gave it to my uncle and my uncle read it. They were welcomed and it was time for us to go to Betuli, which is in the Free State. That's where my family comes from. So then we got to Free State. When we got to Free State, we started preparing. Obviously we had to cook, the family had to meet, because my mom's side of the family had to meet, well, not meet, but like have meetings and whatnot with my dad's side of the family. And yeah, the next day was the day of the lobola, which was a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was a Saturday. And then that Saturday, the in-laws came and Umkonyan also came, but obviously he had to stay outside and all of that. The uncles came in, my dad-in-law came in, and yeah, they had a whole session. It was really nice. We were in the bedroom with my friends, and we couldn't really hear what was happening. Not that we were supposed to hear, but yeah, all we could hear was like they were literally whispering, so that we didn't hear. And then my cousin actually came out saying, well, rather came into the room where we were at and said that we should all come out and not really cover ourselves, but have a chale. I don't know what it is in English. A small little blanket, yeah, a chale over our shoulders, or some sort of blanket, like small blanket over your shoulders, and have your head down. So we did that, and we got into the lounge where everyone was, and my in-laws obviously had to identify me. So they were like, okay, which flower is the one that you wanted to pick? and all of that. So they obviously recognized me, because like I said, I wasn't really covered. It was just that my head was down, or all of our heads were down. So then after that, when they told us to go back into the room, and so they could finish and whatnot. So I think that was like the final, okay, so you want this person and all of that. So yeah, and then eventually I was allowed out the room. And then that's when I could see my mom in love and my sister in love. And yeah, it was good to see them. And then eventually they took me out where Umkonyana was outside. So they started singing and I could eventually go out and finally meet my father-in-law. It was very emotional. It was my first time meeting him. It was lovely, and yeah, even thinking about it, I was like, oh. But yeah, it was very lovely. It was, like I said, the first time I met him, and it couldn't have been in a better condition. And then, yeah, that was sweet and short. It was very, very nice because I had my family around. It was very intimate. We had lunch in the afternoon, and they literally had to go back home because of work as well. I also had to get to work obviously on the Monday, so I couldn't stay any longer, even though it was a Saturday, but I wanted to rest on the Sunday. And mind you, no one knew about this, so it was like our little secret, and I really, really enjoyed the fact that I could keep it. And yeah, it was nice to know that, okay, I know something you don't. Got back to Joburg, and obviously we left a lot of things that we needed to get back to. We looked at a couple of venues. I actually like two venues, but obviously Garden Venue was obviously top notch for me. And yeah, we went for the food tasting. We spoke to the DJ. Like, the hospitality was very, 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 very like organized. It was very nice to have such people in your corner. So we started doing all of that, the running around, the having to find flowers, like everything. I do not regret anything. I would say to someone that is planning a wedding, like it's very nice doing it yourself, because you actually experience everything. And yeah, it's very nice. Well, maybe because I like planning things, maybe that's another thing. So obviously before the wedding, the ladies prepared, they tried to surprise me. They tried to surprise me with a bridal party. Yes, a bridal party. However, because I like planning and I have my people, I always find out when they try and surprise me with stuff. So they've never really surprised me. I'm still yet to be surprised. But I'm sure when they watch this, they'll be like, oh, whatever. So yeah, they tried to surprise me to the point where I remember one of my friends actually said, after I told them that, oh, by the way, I know. And I started giving them some of the details, and they were like, at least you don't know where it is. And I'm like, oh, snap. I do know that. It's that. And I mentioned the name. Like, they were so furious. Well, not really furious, but they were annoyed at the fact that I knew everything, including the color of what they were wearing and all of that. So, yeah. So they tried to surprise me, but I knew. So I wasn't really surprised. Went to the place on that specific, was it Saturday or Sunday? Saturday. Yeah, on that specific day. It was very, very nice. It was very chilled. It was so posh and elegant, right? When we got there, we were all ladies, and not that we changed or anything. But yeah, we got there, in heels. We were, pinky up and everything, and it was so beautiful. But then later in the night, we started being kids. Like, we were playing like games. Like, oh my goodness, oh, I wish I had footage of that. But we started playing games and we started making noise. And I think they understood. The people that worked there were just like laughing at us and looking at us and smiling and all of that, because they were like, oh my goodness, they would probably wish that they could come and play with us. But it was so nice and chilled. And I remember I literally got home at like 2-1, if I'm not mistaken, because we left so late, because it was so much fun. And yeah, eventually that passed, and then after that we had like a little bachelorette party where we went out, and that was also very beautiful. It was very chilled. It was just us ladies. And yeah, after that, I think it was literally days to the wedding. And yeah, we were all getting excited. Some of the ladies were nervous. They were even asking me if I'm nervous. And at that moment, I don't think I was nervous. I just wanted everything to go accordingly. Yeah. However, I knew it that everything was gonna go, everything was gonna, smooth sail, because we were praying, we had been praying, and yeah, I had the best people in my corner, so there was no other way. There was definitely no other way. So yes, towards the day, I pampered myself, or rather someone got me a voucher. One of the ladies got me a voucher for me to pamper myself, and was needed. Oh my goodness, it was needed, because I felt so exhausted. Not that I was stressed out. I never get stressed out. Not that I was stressed out, but it was just so much on the body and on the mind. Just, you're always thinking, you're constantly thinking of, okay, do I have this? Do I have that? Do I have this? So yeah, it was very much needed. And I think this was the day before, actually. That morning, I actually went to Joburg to look, because I didn't have baskets, like, flower girl baskets for like the longest time. I literally got them the day before the wedding. So yeah, I eventually got them. When I got them, went back home, and then obviously continued to pamper myself. And yeah, what else did I do the day before? The day before was actually very chilled. The ladies were doing their hair, some were doing their nails. We started doing the nails on the Tuesday. Yeah, but some of them didn't finish, which is a story for another day. And then the cake story as well. In fact, I think I should mention that. The cake story as well. We didn't have a cake. Initially, I didn't want a cake. And when I asked hubby, he honestly didn't care. He honestly didn't care. So yeah, we honestly didn't really want a cake. However, we did know that we wanted something for the families. So eventually we decided, okay, no, we'll get a cake, just a small cake, and will just be for the families. And then obviously the top part will be for us, which is still in the fridge. So yeah, we got someone to make the cake for us literally days before the wedding. I think it was like a week before the wedding. And yeah, they did it very well. I need to show you pictures of my wedding cake. I have a picture of the before, right? And I loved it. I actually gave her a reference, and she slayed. She did it. Like, it was top notch. Very simple white cake, you know, with some flowers on it, and a 3-tier cake, and yeah. But my best friend and my brother-in-law did something to the cake that I don't know of. Well, they didn't literally like physically do something, but I don't know what happened. But by the time I saw the cake, I was sitting in the venue and I looked to the side and I was like, wait. I even asked my husband, I was like, babe, wait, is that our cake? Because apparently it was flat on the one side, like it was squashed. It was squashed, so my brother tried putting it together, but some pieces had fallen off. You could actually see the vanilla. Oh my goodness, I'll show you the pictures. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, back to the day before. Yeah, the girls were doing their nails. Some were doing their hair. They looked lovely. I missed the atmosphere because my apartment was very full. My family was here, the ladies were here, and I was actually supposed to go sleep over at the venue, but I think I decided last minute that nah, I think I like, you know, the vibe. I'll go there when the day after. So yeah,